YouTube, how the heck we doing today, guys? We are breaking out the top 5 loadouts to use in Rebirth Island right now. Let's go. All right, you guys, so anyone that has been around my channel before for a top 5 loadout video, I'm going to give you guys 5 loadouts here and then a couple options that you could substitute in for each class or guns, just because not every gun's the best. The specific loadout will be for that one gun, but I'll tell you guys what guns you could substitute in there if you prefer those guns, because the balance of the guns are very good right now, and everyone's playing Rebirth Island because cheaters are just so bad in Verdansk, and I think everyone's kind of in that same boat where they don't want to play a 24-minute game and then die to a cheater, or get 18 minutes in or 10 minutes in and just die to a cheater. You can find a cheater in Rebirth really quickly, and it's hilarious because they end up with like 40 kills, so at least you get a little entertainment for 12 minutes. But guys, let's jump into this. I appreciate anyone that did stop by the channel today. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys do drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to find your way back, if you guys are new, because I'm going to keep pumping out Warzone content. I believe in the company, kinda. I think they're going to figure it out, I hope. But make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel and comment below, guys, if you think there's something I missed here, because it is a very specific game mode that you can get away with using a lot of different weapons. So if you guys do enjoy it, let's jump on in. All right, you guys, so coming in at number 5 for me today, I'm doing the PPSH and the XM4. So I really wasn't a big believer of the XM4 mid-range, but I've been using it a lot more. The recoil, it's not bad. It's pretty much up and down. It's like the Kilo back in the day. And it feels good if you sneak a couple headshots in, or neck shots. Like, the damage feels good then. But if you're hitting body shots, it does feel a little lackadaisical. I know a lot of you guys love this gun, and a lot of people in the community love this gun right now, but I do think there is a slight like downside to this gun. You could like change out this gun for the ffar to have similar time to kills if you guys really want to have something that's a little bit more consistent. But I think this XM4 is very, very solid, guys. This is gonna be your best build for it. I've been using it a little bit more and liking it a little bit more time after time, especially when you hit headshots. If your aim's on, that thing absolutely smacks people with the most recent buffs to that. And then have it with the PPSH, guys. A lot of people are gonna be like, why do you have the Microflex LED on this? I have been testing this out on stream a lot. The reason you guys haven't seen a video on it is because I already posted a PPSH video on it. I might post a second one, but the new season's about to drop, so I'll probably post one for you guys then. But with this gun specifically, the big issue with it originally is it has a good time to kill at all ranges, but it's hard to hit the medium range shots with it because that iron sight isn't great. Throw the Microflex LED on it, guys, and get rid of the underbarrel. You'll lose a little bit of movement speed, but I'm telling you, it is so much more consistent. Like, I love it, guys. Seriously, try it out. If you guys have not tried this build, give it a go. I promise you. Let's go on to number 4. And coming in at number 4 today, guys, I'm going to give you guys the Amax and MP5 from Modern Warfare. So, you guys haven't used the Amax before, this is probably your best build. You could substitute the VLK 3 times since we're on Rebirth for maybe a, what's the one that people love to use? You could use like the blue dot on it with, some people like the operator reflex, which I think is, no, it's this one, PBX Hollow 7. Some people really like that one. I think Pyman's the only one that uses that. So I don't know about all of that, but I prefer the VLK 3 times on it. Go for that if you're asking me. Yes, the 3 times is a little long for Rebirth at times, but if you're playing the game right and using your zones right, you're probably on top of a building at some point. And we all know how good the Amax is at that medium to shortish long range. Like, the Amax absolutely smacks at that range. So you cannot go wrong with this. Even after all the nerfs and everything that's happened to it, it still very much thrives in Rebirth Island. And then this is probably the best / fastest time to kill SMG in the game right now, other than the OTS right now, from like up close. It's just really easy to use, guys. Like, the reason I have sleight of hand on it, which you guys can't see, I just realized, is because in Rebirth Island, you're going to have to reload. You're going to have to reload a lot, and you're just constantly in fights. So I think sleight of hand is a must on this. If you don't like sleight of hand and you want to run the collapsible stock, go for it. That's always been my like favorite build, but sleight of hand's, I think, absolutely necessary when we are playing Rebirth Island. So that's number 4. If you guys want to substitute anything on this, I would maybe substitute this for any SMG that you want, that you prefer, like a Milano maybe, because that's another high damage SMG. Like, this is a high damage SMG. I wouldn't recommend switching it for like a Bullfrog or something like that, because it's a completely different play style. So let's go on to number 3. And for number 3, for our snipers out there, this is kind of a longer range build because it's the same one I use for sniping in general on like Verdansk. You could change it to a quick scoping build if you want, but I'm guessing most of you guys aren't going into Rebirth and quick scoping. Not many people do it. You're not FaZe Neo, you're not those people, so I'm guessing you guys just want consistency. And this sniper has always been consistent for me. It's definitely the best one. Ask my boy Patty when I got him onto it playing Rebirth Island. Like, this is such a fun sniper to break out at Rebirth Island or Verdansk. You can't go wrong with it. It's definitely the best option. If you don't love the Kar 98K, definitely try out the Swiss. The Swiss is very much similar right now and super fun to use as well. But this is where the big one is, guys. Sniper supports are hard to come by right now because a lot of people don't know which one to run. In this one, I would run the AK-47 from Cold War all day. I think this build specifically has found my sweet spot. I love this build. Absolutely love it. You could substitute this gun for maybe a ffar because that's actually pretty good still. It was in my top 5 loadout for Verdansk. And you can, the reason this one makes this list though, because there is so much close range fighting. There's not a lot of medium range fighting. This one really, like this build here, struggles with medium range fighting. And when you're in short range fights, guys, like you're absolutely beaming people, especially if you sneak a headshot in. If you didn't know, it's like the fastest time to kill if you sneak headshots in, still to this day. And that's why you see people running in tournaments like Biffle and people like that. Still nuts. So works out perfectly for Rebirth Island, and that's why it comes in at number 3. Let's go on to number 2, guys. And coming in at number 2 today, guys, I am running a new weapon that I have never ran before. The JAK 12 with the KRIG, guys. As you guys have seen from my channel recently, I've been putting a couple shotgun gameplays out there and testing a few things out because shotguns were not touched in the Season 4 Reloaded patch. The giant weapon rebalance. This guy is feeling better than ever. Tomorrow's video is going to be on this gun, and I absolutely go nuts with this class here. This gun is probably going to get nerfed at some point. Like, I am surprised that people haven't started breaking it out yet. The only thing I would say about it is it has slow movement speed. So I think that is the only thing that people are like held back from, but it is nuts, guys. Like, it is so good. If you guys want to try to be a mean person and like ruin some people's days, break this out. You'll get some hilarious death comments about you using a shotgun. But shotguns in general are just so consistent right now. The Gallo, Street Sweeper, shoot, even break out the Howler if you want to try to make some plays and have fun on Rebirth. But guys, really consistent here. You cannot go wrong. Pretty much any shotgun's pretty solid in Rebirth because it's all close quarter fights. But I'm really high in this gun right now. Let's go on. Oh, I got to show you guys the KRIG actually before we go to the next one. Here's the KRIG build. KRIG build. Agency suppressor, mil spec, 3 times, 60 round, field agent, no recoil, hit the neck and head, one of the best guns in the game. Let's go on to number 1. And for number 1 here today, guys, I have the C58 in Mac 10. This is my personal favorite build in class in the season. If I'm going into a tournament tomorrow, I am probably breaking this out. If my aim's feeling deadly, I'm probably going to put the KRIG on instead of the C58, but this is just more consistent in my opinion. Like, this gun still hits like literally getting punched in the face by cinder blocks. Like, it hits so hard, very minimal but controllable recoil. It feels like the Amax, what it used to feel like before the nerfs. So you really can't go wrong with this gun. Very solid. Yes, you can put a different sight on it if you want, but honestly, the sights are really bad in general. Other than the 3 times when it comes to these, you can maybe throw a microflex on it if you want, but I can tell you I have never tried that. So just stick to the 3 times, guys. It works out perfect, I promise you. And then the Mac 10. Oh, this build right here is bae. You can change it out and for a couple different things. If you want like max speed, you can take off the Raider stock and throw on like the striker grip or the patrol grip for extra speed. But honestly, no recoil on this build. Great horizontal strafing speeds. Good sprint speed still. You really can't go. The Mac 10 really has been on top of the game pretty much since Cold War's come out. Cold War MP5 was catching up to it and then it got nerfed. But the Mac 10's got a couple nerfs and it still just has that high fire rate. Guns do very well in this game if you haven't noticed, and the time to kills are good on it still. Range is still solid on it with this build. I really like it. So if you guys have not tried it out, definitely give it a go. Hope you guys do like this video today. If you guys did enjoy this top 5 Rebirth video, make sure you guys do drop a like. Subscribe to the channel, like I said earlier. Make sure you guys turn notifications on. You can see when I go live. You can ask me all your questions live on stream. I stream about 5 to 6 times a week, and make sure you guys comment below because I want to know what I missed here today, because I'm sure someone out there is going to be like, you missed something, you missed something. I probably did because I'm not perfect, but I'm telling you, from a 2.5 KD player perspective, this is a very solid list, and I hope you guys do try them out, and I hope you guys has a good time with it. Like, I hope you guys really have fun using these guns because they are fun. And Resurgence, to me, it's not meant to be competitive. It's supposed to be fun. Make it fun. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace out.